It's very exciting for our program to have a new facility. I was a young guy when we started talking about that. It was over a decade ago, and one of my former players was laughing because I've recruited the last 10 classes on you're going to play in a new stadium, and finally it's going to happen, and we feel like we're going to have one of the finest facilities in the country, and I'm really excited for our players to have a facility and a home to go to, because we've really lacked in the facility department for a long time.
Now, Coach, in the meantime, you're going to be kind of nomads a little bit this year. You won't have an on-campus stadium. Tell us where you're going to be playing, and if fans want to come out, how that might change from typical Colorado Mines football action.
We're playing at a local county high school, the North Area Complex, just north of our campus. It's a nice facility, much nicer than what we're used to playing in at home, and it'll be a little bit of an adjustment. It's just 6 games, and you know, we play in a parking lot to get in that new facility. So we'll get through this year, and it won't be perfect, but we'll make it work.
Colorado School of Mines opens with the South Dakota School of Mines. That will be up in Rapid City this year, Coach. You guys played them last year and put a pretty good whooping on them, as I recall. If it was last year or the year before. What are you anticipating this year when you see South Dakota Mines?
You know, you can't go off last year. They had some really good wins, quality wins. They beat Nebraska Kearney and Central Oklahoma in the MIAA. They played Emporia very well. You know, I don't know why it was so lopsided the first game. We got to be ready to go when we travel up there. I think they're going to be a very good football team.
Have it as your 15th season as the head coach in Golden. 98 career wins. You're only 2 away from a magic number there. Is that a consideration at all as you head into this season?
You don't think about it. It's a testament to the players that we've had, and it's neat to see that we're approaching 100. And if you can get to 100, that means you're not moving and you're keeping your job. But we've had great players, great coaches, and I hope by the end of the second game we've got 100 and heading into the conference on a high note.
Yeah, the conference opener will be September 20th. At Chadron State. I would think just the average fan looking at the schedule, that's one of those big games of the year. You guys are picked second and third in the league. Obviously, you were second and third last year in the league, and you beat Chadron the last game of the season. So, what an exciting opening game in the RMAC.
Yeah, it's tough to play one of the best in the league, and if you think you want to be a champion in our league, you got to beat Chadron. It's been that way ever since I took the job. So to play them early, am I that excited about that? No, you'd rather play them late and try to win a championship by beating them late. But if you want to win the RMAC, you got to beat them all, and it'll be a great challenge early in the conference schedule.
October 16th, you get a national TV game down in Durango. We haven't seen it before. Thursday night game in Durango. They're going to get the lights out there. You have played in that national TV game a couple years ago at Pueblo. How does that change your preparation for the week? I know it's a short week, but at the same time, it's an opportunity you don't get very often.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity, and we'll adjust. We're not used to playing Thursday night games, and we don't change much from week to week, offensively or defensively, and it's going to be great for the program. Coach Smith's got it going down there. It's going to be fun to go down and play on the national stage, and it's going to be great for our kids. It's a great lifetime experience for our players, and we just need to play a little better than we did the last time we were on national TV, and I hope the wind isn't blowing quite as hard.
I was looking at our stats the other day. The number 2 ranked quarterback in terms of his quarterback rating is now your tight end H-back this year, and he's preseason all-conference as a tight end. So that tells people what kind of an athlete Matt Brown is. I got to imagine. We've talked about it before, Coach. I think a couple of these guys up on stage with us started out as quarterbacks and wound up having a lot of success in different positions, but being a guy at the Colorado School of Mines, you do wind up having a lot of quarterbacks on the roster that maybe play other positions.
everybody better watch out for the reverse pass. Now that we've got a lot of quarterbacks playing for us, and we recruit a lot of quarterbacks. They're usually the best athlete on their high school team. And my job as an offensive coordinator, head coach, is to make us the best football team possible. By moving Matt to an inside receiver, we feel like we're a much better offense with Justin and Matt on the field rather than only having one out there. And Matt is a fantastic athlete. He's a guy that can take somebody one-on-one and win, and we need that in our offense. Justin came in as a redshirt freshman last year, started 3 games late for us, went 3-0, hurt his hand, couldn't finish the last game. Matt came back, played quarterback, and finished it off for us. Matt can definitely jump back in to the quarterback position if we need it, but we feel like Justin can do the job, and we need Matt at that inside receiver to have that mismatch.
Linebacker Billy Sprague. It's from Denver, Colorado. Thomas Jefferson High School had 80 tackles as a sophomore last year. Billy, a lot's always made out of the offense at Colorado Mines, and kind of you guys on the defense fly under the radar, but a lot of the success over the past 15 years has had to do with the defense. Do you take that as a badge of honor that people don't talk about the defense as much?
Yeah, I think, on the defensive side, we always kind of come into camp with a lot of confidence, feeling good, and when your offense does as well as our offense does, you can have that confidence. Okay, our offense is going to get, some points, some yards, some first downs, and so the defense kind of comes in with a lot of confidence, and, last year, those last, 3 or 4 games going on that run, the defense kind of shut people down, and I think we're kind of snowballing with that. Going into fall camp and spring ball, everyone kind of felt like, okay, we've really got this figured out, and the attitude that we need to win, so.
A lot of returning starters on the team, as Coach mentioned. Do you feel like there's going to be maybe a little bigger target on your back this year, since there are going to be high expectations?
Yeah, definitely. I think, with the success towards the end of the year, and just what our team's looking forward to and our expectations on ourselves, as well as what I think everyone can see that we can do from last season. Bigger target. People want to get after us, and I think we're just excited for the challenge and excited to step up, week by week, take it one game at a time.
Matt Brown, preseason all-conference tight end, senior out of Lyman, Colorado, Lyman High School. Won the gold helmet when he was at Lyman. Started out as a receiver at Colorado Mines and was a quarterback, and as I mentioned, is now our preseason all-conference tight end. Matt, what has the transition between the positions been like for you? I know that the Colorado Mines guys have a reputation of being able to process a lot of information. I guess this is putting that to the test.
Definitely. Coming in as a freshman, I was a quarterback recruit, backing up Clay Garcia, and then we had a couple wide receivers go down, so I moved to wide receiver my freshman year, and then jumped back to quarterback my sophomore year, so I had the whole transition from quarterback to wide receiver back to quarterback. And so this year, like Coach Stitt said, we have a lot of guys on our offense that are skill positions that were recruited as quarterbacks. Me and Diamond came in as a quarterback, Alex Wayner, Nate Weimers. We have probably 6 or 7 guys that could play wide receiver, have taken reps at quarterback in practice. So just that whole transition has been pretty fun.
Now, we saw with Tim Tebow a couple of years ago where people thought he needs to play a different position. What were your thoughts when Coach Stitt made the change at quarterback and then you went to a different position? Are you all about the team and just want to be on the field no matter what the position is?
Yeah, Dvorak coming in and stepping up, he played pretty well as a first-year starter. So, I mean, whatever position gets our offense in the end zone, that's whatever position I need to play, right? So I'm all for it.
Kole Kadavy, linebacker out of Greeley, Colorado. Went to Greeley Central High School, had 74 tackles last year, including 11.5 for loss and 4 quarterback sacks. Kole, you're one of the senior leaders on the team heading into this year. Talking about the home venue change. I imagine you're excited for the program getting a new stadium, but unfortunately for you, your senior year is not going to be in that stadium. What are your thoughts about about that transition.
Yeah, well, the stadium's a long time coming. We've been waiting for it for a number of years, so it's kind of disappointing our senior year won't be there, but it's a nice facility up north where we're going to play, and I'm really excited for the younger guys. That place is going to be really, really nice, and I think our program deserves it, so it'll be good.
As I mentioned, you guys had a very good season last year at 8-3, returning a lot of guys. What are some of your expectations heading into this year?
Yeah, well, I think we're only going up from here. We ended on a great note with Shadron. We're really riding that right now. We're on a high note, and we're ready to go. We have 2 non-conference games and then Shadron right away, so it'll be good to get started in 5 days and then get it rolling from there.
Diamond Gillis, one of my all-time favorite names in the RMAC. Senior wide receiver from Cherokee Trail High School. I put Cherokee Ridge, which is a golf course here in Colorado Springs. Diamond, as Matt mentioned, you're another one of these quarterback converts to receiver. What is that? I mean, you've been playing receiver the whole time at Lions, but what was that transition like, going from being a high school quarterback to being asked to play some different positions?
The transition from that, truthfully, when you're playing quarterback in high school, you have the ball every second of the game, so you're kind of selfish there. But however, playing receiver, you get, in our offense, we throw the ball 50 times a game. You get, on a good day, 10 balls to you. Like, it's fun. I like playing receiver. I like the transition.
33 catches last year, 9 touchdowns. So again, for those of you with the RMAC Fantasy League, Diamond's one of those good guys to have. Do you kind of focus on being a red zone target, or does it just happen that way?
Honestly, it just happens that way, truthfully. We rotate receivers. It's just I'm on that side of the field when he happens to throw it to me, so it's pretty nice. I'm cool with 9 touchdowns.
What kind of personal goals have you set for yourself this year?
No personal goals. I just want to win every game.